Good morning, it's Barbara. It looks like a beautiful day out there and the sun just came out, so I'm going out. Dennis put our gizmo on that tree, our big red maple. So that's the temperature reading. 71 is the temperature reading from our big maple tree. Good morning, it's Barbara. Thank you for joining me for coffee. Oh my gosh, thank you so much for all your support yesterday. And luckily for Dennis and the dogs, I had a much better day than I had early morning. It's Barbara. Thank you for joining me for coffee. Turned out way better than I had any right to expect. And thank you. Your good wishes helped. I think a big part of it was my physical therapy. Moving around, exercising helps your mood and your mental whatever. And that helped too. I didn't go visit her. I was a little, I was tired and I was concerned about, bringing her further down. But in the end, my day turned out to be okay. Yeah, much better than I expected. Well, didn't knit, but I did stop reading the little revenge stories I've been reading on my phone, ridiculous AI generated stories that, were just, me mentally vegging. But I was still watch TV. I had bought Ted Lasso. I think I told you this a few weeks ago. I had gotten it. I don't subscribe to Apple anything or Amazon anything. I think it might be on Apple. I'm not sure. But I heard a lot of good things about it. And anyway, I got the urge to watch it. And I ordered it from eBay. I got a used copy from eBay of the first 3 seasons. So the 4th season is coming up, and my daughter-in-law Allison is really looking forward to the 4th season, so she loves it. I really enjoyed it too. So I binge watched a few episodes last night, and I really enjoyed it. And that didn't hurt. It didn't hurt that I wasn't on my phone and I was watching something enjoyable. So yeah, that helped too. But yesterday turned out to be an okay day, which was much more than I expected, much more. And I woke up this morning feeling much better. I went to bed feeling better than I had when I woke up, and I woke up this morning feeling much better than I did yesterday. I have a very loud something flying not very far from me. That kind of noise and that kind of whatever must be a military something of some kind. I'm not sure how I'm feeling about my coffee. I am having cultured cream in my coffee. I think I might be slightly lactose intolerant, and so Dennis said, oh, well, try cultured cream. Because, of course, culturing the cream, the cultures eat the lactose. But it gives it a, different flavor. Yeah, I'm not sure. I think it needs a little something. Hold on. I'm back. Hey, bub. Maisie's here with me. Pearl's right there. Girls are out here with me. I put some electrolyte drops in. It was feeling sour to me. And I thought the saltiness would help. We'll see. Yeah, it's better. Anyway, so thank you again. I am feeling a lot better. And it doesn't hurt that it's a nice day. It's a very nice day. Not particularly sunny, although I do see a little bit of blue, but that helps. So the plan for today is Dennis and I are going to go visit Aura, hang out with her for a while, maybe encourage her to eat something. She's not a good eater in this situation. Check on her, put our eyes on her, see what's up, see how she's doing. Dennis has been very involved in organizing things with the staff. He had a long conversation with her head nurse yesterday, figuring out how things work. She has a doctor's appointment tomorrow that they're going to be transporting her to. That's good. So that's all organized. So yeah, you know, it takes a lot of administrative conversations to settle into a new routine in a new place and make sure she's getting the care that she needs. And even though she doesn't want to be there, no question about that. Well, anyway, so she's going to be there for 4 weeks, so. I cannot remember, and maybe I told you years ago, a year ago, year and a half ago, Aura and I were, oh, I remember now. Aura and I were watching Monk. And you know, Monk is has OCD, and then his sidekick sort of helps him manage life. And at one episode we watched, the sidekick turns out to be afraid of clowns. And so they were, I don't know, at a circus, or they were someplace where a clown came in and she freaked out. And he gave her a hard time for her you know, unreasonable neuroses or something. And she just looked at him like, are you kidding? I mean, you know, he can't walk across the street without, you know, touching, you know, anyway. And at some point, you know, he was upset about, oh, he didn't have his hand wipes or something. And she yells at him, suck it up. So Aura and I started yelling at each other, suck it up. And I just remembered where that came from. It came from Monk. I'll remind her today. Sometimes you just have to suck it up. She used to tell me, suck it up all the time. We did it back and forth. It was a joke thing. She'll laugh if she remembers. Well, she couldn't remember. Well, suck it up. I guess she said something like that to Dennis, but they couldn't remember where it came from. And I just did while I was talking to you. You watched that in real time. Yeah. Live and in person on the vlog. Anyway, so I'll tease her today and remind her where we saw that. But, you know, you pick up these things that you say to each other, and other people hearing from the outside think, oh my God, what a way to talk to somebody. And it's just a reference to something that happened. Dennis and I regularly say to each other, when's my tea getting here? When's my tea getting here? And I probably told you this story too. I don't think there's a story that I haven't told you. So if you're an OG, I'm sorry for repeating myself. But many years ago, many years ago, 15, 20 years ago, we were at a barbecue with a colleague, a friend, at his house. And he had a young woman, and she was a single mother, I think, but she was there by herself with her like 6-year-old son. And we were sitting outside eating, and he, you know, he had his food, and she sat down, and he looked at her, he said, when's my tea getting here? Oh, she hopped up like the maid, oh, and ran, you know, and Dennis and I looked at each other, it's like, when's my tea getting here? What a thing to say to your mother. But then we started saying it to each other. When's my tea getting here? You do that. So I'm going to go tell Aura she needs to suck it up. I'll think it's funny. She might not think it's so funny if she doesn't remember, but Dennis came home saying something about suck it up makes me think that she said it to him. But couldn't remember where it came from. Anyway. Something that she needs to endure. She needs to eat so she can stay strong. She needs to do her physical therapy because it'll make her feel better. It made me feel better, and she needs to stay strong. So we're gonna go give her a good message and try to cheer her up. So, you know, her memory's not great. You can tell her the same story more than one time and she'll still enjoy it. I don't have to think of anything. Anyway, so that's our main thing today. We have to stop at the store on our way back. There's a Wegmans right near where she is, straight on the way back, so we'll stop at Wegmans and get dog food and whatever else is on our list. And yeah, that'll be that. Probably watch some more Ted Lasso. Maybe I will well, I'm not gonna say it. I'll say it. Maybe I'll actually wind the yarn I need for both my projects. I use the same yarn for both projects. I mean, how boring is that, right? But in this, and actually they're the same concept, you know, a stripe of the natural, and then a stripe, then a random stripe of minis or something, you know. And that's my sweater. That's my Daft Days sweater, which you haven't seen in weeks. And my scrappy granny square bedspread for my king size bed that I'm also working on. Same concept. So maybe I will do that, and that'll feel good. If that's ready, then when I get the urge to cast on for pick up for the sleeves, I'll be ready to go. Being ready's half the battle, right? So other than that, I made crackers yesterday and forgot all about them. They dehydrated all night. They turned out okay. It was fine. Dennis helped me make the crackers. I didn't make them by myself. We had made a small batch the day before, but it was very small batch because we didn't have as much cream cheese as we needed, and so we ate those. So now we have a big batch. Didn't even fit all in the tin. That feels good. I do love an abundance. I love it when, like, the trash bag is empty, so there's a lot of room for trash. Back in the day when I drank milk, I loved it when the milk carton was full. You know, I like the feeling of more than enough, or enough, you know. Enough room, enough milk. And today I feel really good because we have enough crackers. No matter what I want to do with crackers today, I couldn't even eat all the crackers. Well, I wouldn't even eat all the crackers. I probably couldn't. That's a lot. So anyway, that's it for today. That's the plan. Mainly just to go and take care of Aura, make sure she's okay, try to cheer her up. Dennis talked to the head nurse in her section about, you know, getting her out of her room into the activities, because they do have activities, and, you know, that kind of thing, because she needs to be with people. She's a people person. So we'll see how that works out. Meanwhile, I'm gonna go, but I might just upload you right out here. I'm not going to go in the house, although I don't know how much juice I have, because it's kind of nice out. I'm wearing my sweater. This is the Sea Salt by a designer whose name I can never remember. I wear it before. This is like my first summer sweater I put on whenever I'm putting on a sweater. It's a cotton bamboo blend. And you cast on here, knit across, and then you pick up the stitches and then knit down. So I've made 2 of these. It's very comfortable and I like it. This one, you can see the way the yarn was designed, it looks very stripy. It does have some, you know, but the body is definitely stripy. Just stripes right down. That's how things work sometimes. All right, that's it. Please take good care of yourselves. I'm feeling better. Thank you again so much for your support. And Dennis and the dogs did not have a terrible day. I ended up very much less grumpy, and all was well in our house, but your kind regards were very well appreciated. Thank you so much. Please take good care of yourselves. Please, please, please stay safe and stay sane.